All right, so today we have a clip here of Fox News talking about the Trump indictment and comparing it to Joseph Stalin's political purges. Here's the clip.
They want to pick the GOP nominee, that's for sure. And if it's Trump,
Yeah.
they're really afraid of him, so they want to hurt him as much as possible and then skate on their own wrongdoing and corruption. Charlie Kirk, a Quinnipiac University survey released yesterday found that 62% of voters believe that Bragg's case against Trump is motivated by politics. So that includes nearly 30% of Democrats, 70% of independents. But there are some people on the other networks tonight saying, well, this is definitely bad for Trump politically.
Okay, so the poll that she is referring to, they threw up those statistics up there. You guys saw them. We can back it up just a minute. Where's it at? She said this is a Quinnipiac, I don't even know how to pronounce it, honestly, poll that shows that 62% of Americans say that these charges, this investigation, all of this stuff is motivated by politics. And that poll does say that, but a majority of Americans also think that President Donald Trump criminal charges should disqualify him from being able to run for president again. So they didn't even talk about that. Also, it says Quinnipiac, so I pronounced it wrong. But 57% of Americans, okay, believe that criminal charges should disqualify former President Donald Trump from running for president again. This is the same poll, but they're not talking about that. They didn't throw those stats up there. Why? I don't know why. And again, the majority of Republicans, the Republicans don't care, okay? The majority of them, at least. It's mostly Trump's base that's not going to care if he gets indicted or not. And let me move this over here just so you guys can see this a little better. And it's always funny to me when conservatives sit there and cherry pick statistics because it's just so easy to make them, look stupid. And then the statistics they did provide, though, were right. More than 6 in 10 Americans, 60%, think Manhattan District's attorney's case involving former President Donald Trump is mainly motivated by politics. And it's just, I personally think that, polls can be sometimes a silly way to gauge certain things. I understand why polls are important. I understand that this is something that, is important, especially when, trying to understand certain different things, a lot of different things. But nearly half of Americans think that Trump should be charged. And again, they're not talking about that. They're not talking about the 45% of Americans that say that he should be charged, and 23% say they don't even know, according to this Ipsos ABC poll that came out yesterday, yesterday on April 1st, this poll came out. They're not talking about that. Why are they not talking about that? I wonder. I know why. I mean, it would kind of make this argument, completely fucking fall apart, but Fox News cherry-picking statistics like most conservatives do doesn't ever play out in their favor.
That includes nearly 30% of Democrats, 70% of independents. But there are some people on the other networks tonight saying, well, this is definitely bad for Trump politically. I'm not so sure about that. I see Miranda's point, though, but I think they're way too giddy tonight about what's happening.
Yeah, in the primary, it only makes him stronger, without a doubt. I mean, the consensus from grassroots conservative voters is that you're going to have to.
But again, we already know that Trump's base is not going to sit there and, suddenly have a change of heart and say, oh, well, Trump's bad and I think he should be indicted and charged with crimes. That's not going to happen. Everyone knows that. This isn't something that needs to be said by anybody. It doesn't need to be said by me. It doesn't need to be said by people like Charlie Kirk, especially. We know that grassroots conservative voters, his quote, not mine, are not going to budge off of their support for Trump. It's his base. That's just... They bring these people on, they have all of these nice-looking shows, high production value, and they just say nothing. You're not saying anything. This is nothing. Yes, Trump's base is going to support him. That's pretty much all they've said so far.
To go through us if you're going to continue to go after Donald Trump. He's become a symbol. He's become a symbol for the disaffected man and woman and the forgotten person in America. But we must...
What? What the fuck? What? Where? How? The forgotten man and woman in America, and Trump is that symbol? Former billionaire Donald Trump is a symbol of the everyday forgotten man and woman? Really? Really? I know Charlie Kirk is a very well-to-do man. I know he has money. I just I don't agree with that. Again, Trump's people would probably agree with that. I saw a tweet from Benny Johnson of some people at Mar-a-Lago handing out free MAGA hats to supporters that were standing in the street, and they were just giving them each a hat, and it had this "God bless the USA, America," and Benny was like, he really does care about the people. It was so goofy. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but it's just like, what the fuck are these people on? Can you get off your knees for fucking 1 minute and stop sucking Trump's cock off and just be fucking real? What the fuck are you talking about? He's not in the room. He's not here. You don't have to suck him off this hard. Okay? It's weird.
They're doing
That's just so strange.
There's many reasons. I don't think we should just forget about revenge. In 2016, in that very district in New York, that's where Hillary Clinton received the news that she was not going to be president. And these people are petty.
It's just the things that the points that they try to make. I think that they just think all of this stuff's going to sound really good. It sounds good in their head, and then they say it out loud, and it's like, Hillary Clinton was in the district in the Manhattan district of New York where Trump got indicted when she found out she wasn't going to be president. Curious? Questionable much? Like, it's like, what? What? I don't even know if that's true. I would hope it is, but is that even... What? It just doesn't make sense.
Pathological, and they are personal about their hatred of Donald Trump.
Yeah, guys, it's the Democrats, it's the left that is personal in their dislike for Donald Trump, and it's not the right that's being personal. It's not people like Charlie Kirk that are being personal when they get on their shows and say that if you're going to indict Trump, I'm also going to indict the Democrats. I did it to you, or you did it to me, so I'm going to do it to you. It's the conservatives. They're not the ones that are personal in their dislike for the opposition. Right? Okay, got it.
I've never seen anything like it, and Laura, I think you would agree. It makes people do wacky and weird things, and it seems as if they're...
What's the wacky, weird things? Where's this wacky and weird shit? I'm hearing some really wacky, weird shit from these people on my screen right now. What's the wacky and weird shit? Donald Trump being indicted? These people, no one even knows all of the charges. He got charged with 30 counts. I think the number's 30. 30 counts. I think one of them was a felony count. We don't even know because it was filed under seal. So these people are the ones that are, in my opinion, acting giddy, like Laura Ingraham said at the beginning of the clip there, and getting excited and stuff. We don't even know what he's being charged with yet. They don't even know. So
there is this bloodthirsty appetite and desire at the highest level of the Democratic elite to quote-unquote get Trump.
Yes. The Democrat elite's bloodlust for Trump. Yes.
Does it backfire? I don't know. Does it help him politically in the primary? Almost certainly. But I think what is going to be interesting is whether or not independents and moderates are willing to say, look, I might not like Donald Trump, but the kind of Stalinization of the American criminal justice system is too much for me. In the short term, Donald Trump is going to...
Stalinization. They're doing it again. They're doing it again, guys. They're comparing Trump's indictment to Joseph Stalin. They're comparing Alvin Bragg, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, to Joseph Stalin and his political purges. That's what they're doing. No one on the left in the Democratic Party or the district attorney's office in Manhattan or Alvin Bragg or George Soros or whatever is killing hundreds of thousands, millions of people, and literally, again, purging them from society as a whole. That is not happening at all. That is not a comparison that... this just, again, I said this in my other video, if I was Alvin Bragg and I was the Manhattan District Attorney and I was in a position of power like that, because I mean, I sit here and I make YouTube videos. If someone said that about me, I probably wouldn't care that much. But if I was Alvin Bragg in the position that he's in and I saw this, I would again file a lawsuit against all of these people and Fox and Charlie Kirk and all of these people that are sitting there saying that it's Joseph Stalin. You're comparing, again, a district attorney who's doing his job to one of the most lethal, ruthless dictators that has ever walked this earth. I said this in a video that I made today about Ben Shapiro. I think Ben Shapiro is an evil person. Joseph Stalin, he is the definition of evil. That man is evil. And you're going to sit there and compare, again, Alvin Bragg, district attorney, who's, heading up the criminal probe into Donald Trump in New York. You're going to compare him to Joseph Stalin? Really? That's just, it's disgusting. It's more than disgusting. It's deplorable. And, I'm not surprised. I just think it's nasty as fuck.
Need a much better spot in the Republican nomination because of this, but this is a terrible day for our country.
And what a terrible day for our country. We're holding our elected officials to the same standards we would hold regular everyday Americans. We have just gone down the fucking toilet, guys. God damn. America is dead. We're not the greatest country. We're the worst country in the world because we want to hold our political leaders to the same standards of everyday Americans. How dare us? How dare us? Disgusting.
Yeah, you're right. It's like Stalin's purges, right? That's what we're
It's
seeing.
like Stalin's purges. Okay, yeah, all right. Can you please explain how you're drawing that comparison? Where is the at least 700,000 deaths? Where is the 10% that he immediately purged in 1937 or whenever the year was of the one party? Where is it? What are you saying? I don't even think they know what happened. I don't even think they know what Stalin's purges were. It's not even close. It's not even close. I like how it's funny that they're mad that Trump is getting in trouble for something that he did that's not okay to do, right? And it's like he married Melania in 2005 and fucked Stormy Daniels, pornographic actress stripper, in 2006, and then he they signed an NDA. She signed an NDA, and there were payments made by Michael Cohen, Trump's personal lawyer, to Stormy Daniels, and there's a bunch of other bigger conversations about were they using campaign funds to do this? Was he falsifying business records? All of this other stuff, and it's like Trump did it to himself. If you're gonna be mad at anybody, be mad at Trump. I understand that these are all crazy maggots, and they're just like they have a unwavering support for him no matter what. But it's like if in this story, if you're gonna be mad at anyone, you be mad at Trump. He's the one who was married and fucked some other girl, okay? And then to keep her quiet, made her sign an NDA and paid her money. That was all Trump. Stormy didn't do anything wrong. They can be mad and say it's a shakedown from Stormy Daniels. Not a shakedown. They could be mad at District Attorney Alvin Bragg, say it's a political prosecution. It's mainly motivated by politics. No, it's not. It's the actions of the man, Donald J. Trump, that got him in this situation that he's in now. No one else to blame. There's no other fault. It was Donald Trump's fault. He literally could not keep it in his pants. But that's going to be it for the video. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button. It helps me out so much. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload.